Banter Diva here. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for the love and the support. Today I decided to do something different, and today's the story time of how I almost got arrested. Yes, honey. This happened twice, so I'm gonna put it into one story time. You know what I mean? Yeah. First of all, before coming to the US, I went to school in Boya. I went to the Catholic University in Boya. I spent like a year and a half in Boya before moving to the US. And this fateful night, it was a friend's birthday party. We got there at like 8 o'clock, so by 2 everybody was just, you know, ready to go. Like, we were done. We left in a group of about 10 to 15 people, boys and girls, because you know you don't want to walk by yourself back home. And then as we're walking, you know, everybody's dropping off at their apartment till, you know, the end or whatever. So yeah, we're walking, and then the guys are like, oh, I hope you all have your IDs, you know, checking on the girls, making sure we have our IDs, because at that time the police were going whack. They were going crazy about IDs. You know how it is in Cameroon. So we're walking, we're talking, we're chatting, everywhere is dead, everyone's asleep, you know, the streets are dead, no cars, nothing. And then we see this one car coming up. It was the police. It was a police van. So they bypass us driving on the other side of the road, and so we're like, they're definitely gonna come back for us. So as we're walking, they turned around, came back, and then pulled up next to us. All of us already like taking out our IDs because we already know what's up. So everybody's taking out their IDs, you know, ready to show it to police. And then as soon as they pull up, this guy comes out of the van with his gun. He's like, get in the van, get in the van. And we're all so confused. So my best friend, who is like the closest to him, is like, this is my, because he starts pushing her because she's the first, she's the closest. So she's like, this is my ID, sir. He's like, who asked for your ID? Blah blah, getting so mad, and pushed her into the van. It was her birthday that morning, but it wasn't her birthday party. Pushed her into the van, you know, she started crying, and then we got scared. And so he's like, do you know why I'm asking you to get in the van? Do you know I'm asking you? You're dressed like prostitutes, blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, okay. Mind you, at that time, we're all wearing like skimpy dresses. I mean, what do you wear to a party? So everybody has like something skimpy, like shorts or skirt, or, you know, something short. So as he's talking and he's saying all of that, I zipped up my jacket and I pulled my dress into a skirt. My dress was a strapless dress, so I pulled it down into a skirt. You will not believe it. It happened so fast. And then he pointed to me and the other girl. He's like, oh, you guys don't have to go. You guys are dressed warmly, you know, you're not just like. I'm like, wait, so this problem turned into dress like prostitutes problem into a dress warmly issue? Like, bro, what are you arresting them for? Like, I thought it's because they were dressed like prostitutes. Now you're telling us to stay back because we're dressed warmly? None of the guys will interfere, right? But they're just standing in one corner, like lips sealed. They didn't say nothing. But I don't blame them. I don't blame them because it was so intense. And then they drove up with those girls. They told us that we can come back and get them at 6 in the morning. Bro, that's like 4 hours from the time when they took them. You know, taking them to a cell, what for? What's their crime? Where are they gonna keep them? Keep them with other criminals? Like, and you know how like these cells in Cameroon are, it's so nasty. They make you sit on the floor. It's just, I couldn't even imagine what, you know, they went through in there. But we couldn't just leave them there, so we walked to the police station, like, you know, try to negotiate something, talk to the people, beg them something. They're like, no, come back at 6 in the morning. Guess what? We didn't wake up until like 7 a.m. and that's when the girls who got taken to the cell, that's when they all walked in, and oh my god, I felt so bad. But we were tired. It was a party, and then we were walking in the rain because after the police took them, it started raining, so we had to walk in the rain. We were tired, we were exhausted. After begging the police, begging nothing, we went home and we just like legit crashed. Like, everybody crashed, but it was all good. My best friend, I mean, her birthday was ruined because she just cried the whole day. She was so traumatized. They couldn't even. A month after that, there's another party. It's Boya. You all know Boya, right? Well, some of you know Boya, but Boya is the place to be party. There's parties every weekend. I mean, so far as you can manage school and partying, you're good. But we got dressed, everything. So one of my friends is like, dress properly, don't wear any skimpy dresses, blah blah blah. Well, she was one of the people that was taken to the cell, so she's like, she's not about to have this happen to her again, blah blah blah. No, whatever. The rest of us are just like, whatever, we're gonna wear skimpy dresses. Like, what else do you wear to a club, to a party? Like, bruh. So she wore like leggings and heels, you know, dressed all cute, but she was still dressed like in leggings and a jacket. The rest of us just wore the usual, you know what I'm talking about. Take note, we didn't have any money on us because we've paid for our table, so we just have to go there and show like a ticket and say, oh, we already paid for our table and walk in. So the only money we have on us is money for taxis, right? So we all get ready in my best friend's house, and then we, you know, come out to the road to take a taxi. So we're just like, if anybody spots a police car or a van or anything, tell us. We have to run, like fly. We waited for so long to the point that we've lost focus on, you know, looking out for the police. And so we see like these bright lights coming, you know, down the road, and we're like, oh, taxi, oh, taxi, finally a taxi. My sister, before the car even stopped, the police were already out of the car, like 5 of them. It's a truck, right? And then it has 5 seats, so it's filled with police. All of them jump out of the car with their guns. I'm like, what are these guns for? Like, do we look like freaking, what do we look like? Why are you using your gun on, how many of us are there? Like six small university girls. Like, what's the point of the gun? Only your hand is enough and your voice enough to scare us. Why are you using your gun? At that point, it was too late to run. Like, there was no way. Like, we knew that there was no way out. So I just stood there and I was just like, oh god, I'm gonna sleep in this cell today. No jacket this time around to pull down my dress or whatever. So they're standing there like, get in the truck. So their truck is full, so guess what we're gonna sit behind in the trunk, like, yeah, the open trunk, right? Yeah, we're gonna sit there. They're like, climb. If you don't climb, we'll carry you and put you inside, blah 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 blah. Look how you're dressed. My friend, who was wearing her leggings thinking she's on the safe side and all, is like, sir, I'm wearing leggings, I'm decently dressed, blah blah blah. This guy jumped on her. He's like, shut up, look at you, you're dressed like you're going for sport. I'm like, is it time for sport? It's midnight and you're just like you're going for sport. Why are you just like you're going for sports? For that reason, we're going to take you. I'm like, wait, what is going on in here? I started laughing. Like, I was done. Like, I wasn't even begging, because at that point I'm just like, why are you all begging? Like, there's no point begging. So I was just standing there listening, and then as soon as I heard what that police said, I started laughing. He turned to me and he's going, are you laughing? Are you laughing? I swear to God, out of nowhere, tears just started coming out from my eyes. I'm like, no, I'm not laughing. I fell on the floor. I was crying. That's not, I turned from laughing to crying real quick, from 100 to 0 real quick. That got in my face. I cried. I started crying. Like, no, how will I laugh now? How will I laugh? I'm sorry, please let us go. Those people are not hearing nothing. They're like, we're gonna carry you. We're gonna carry you and put in the trunk. We thought they were joking. Started carrying us one after the other, including my leggings friend. They carried us, put us in the trunk of the truck. Put us. We're just sitting there like prisoners. Like, everybody was crying. You know how lessons are, right? People claim that we like to claim Ajaba or whatever, but seriously, I don't know. We don't know how to fight for our lives. We're just sitting there crying. Instead of, like, we're done begging. There was no point. We're just ready to just sleep in the cell that night. So fortunately for us, as they were about to drive off, a group of guys, we don't know these guys, they came up to the police. They heard us crying and everything. I swear these guys were angels, because the road was dead. Nobody was outside. These guys came and, you know, spoke to police, you know, gave them a bribe of like 15,000 francs. Those boys first said 5,000. Those police almost they almost put them in the trunk and replaced, like, they almost switched us. At the end of the day, you would think that these girls learned their lesson and went back home. Not even learned their lesson, but like, you know, just the low spirit. They're just like, I'm done this night, you know, we had cried so much, our makeup was drooling, everything. No. As soon as the police drove off and we finished with those guys, wipe our tears. You know when you planned your outfit in like Paris, where you bought your outfit and your shoes for that one party, and then you just, I mean, it's not like you just have clothes in your closet, you're just gonna go change to something else. No, that's what you plan for the night now. That's what's gonna be. From 0 to 100 real quick. Some people wanted to have low spirit. They were like, no, honey, don't let the police bring you down. We're gonna have fun like we're supposed to. We got a taxi, went to the club, had fun, blah blah blah. And yeah, that's the night we almost got arrested. That was fun. That was Boya. I mean, Boya is the place to be when you're not there. You know, if you've been to Boya, you know what I'm talking about. But it was fun. Like, you learned so much, so many life experiences when it comes to relationships, to life, or to book work. You learned so much, especially coming from a boarding school, not just a boarding school, an all-girls boarding school. You learn so much when you're out there. I mean, I don't regret the fact that I spent a year in Boya, even though I had to come to the US and start all over. That was fine. I learned something. I mean, out of every bad situation, you have to look for something positive, because that's how life is. You can't just look at the negative in everything. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm appreciative that I learned all of that, the experiences with my friends. We had so much fun. Shout out to my girls. You know yourselves. Yeah. So yeah, girls. So yeah, guys, that's the end of my story time. If you guys want to see more of these, let me know. Today I just felt like doing something different, you know, like shake it up a little bit, you know. You feel me? So yeah, guys, bye. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, you know, tell your friends, neighbors, dogs, cousins, caretaker, you know, to tell their sisters, friends, brothers, boyfriends, sisters. Did I just say brother's boyfriend? Well, yeah, it can be your brother's male friend, brother's boyfriend. Yeah, so hey, bye guys, BIZU.